So how exactly do you generate online leads as a real estate agent? So in this video, I'll show you the 4 core online lead sources that every single real estate agent is using right now. So the first online lead source that every real estate agent is using right now is a basic website. Quite honestly, it's just to have that system in place, that website, so that when people look you up, you actually show up in the search results. And when people look up your name as well on Google, they can see that you have some credibility, that you've worked with some clients before, some sellers, some buyers, and just learn more about, yourself, what makes you stand out as a real estate professional and why they should care and why they should work with you specifically. Now, just to have a website alone is not enough. If you want to get leads with your website, you don't just put up a website, pay someone like $2,000 or more or less, and then cross your fingers and wait that your phone starts to ring. It doesn't work like that. With a website, you need to have a strategy. So either could be SEO, so search engine optimization, which is basically, a way to rank yourself in the search results in Google. But, the downside with this is, first of all, it's free if you do it yourself, obviously, but you would have some costs associated to it if you delegate it to an agency. But the downside is, like I was about to say, is the fact that it takes some time. So it could take up to 6 months, 9 months, a year before you start seeing some results. And you have to be consistent, because I know some real estate agents that have been able to rank in the first place, the first search result on Google, or the first 3, and then after that they stopped doing it, and they went back to the 5th page on Google, for example, where nobody even looks. And then second thing you could do, if you don't want to do organic ranking, SEO, you could do Google ads. So by paying Google to show up in the paid ads. So if you search, for example, real estate agent in Montreal, right, you'll have some different results, and the first 2 results will usually be paid ads. And you have to bid, and you have to be ready to invest some money and compete against other realtors that want that spot. So it could be costly, it could be expensive if you're not prepared, and if you don't have a big enough budget, it might not work as well as SEO. So depends on where you're at, but if you have a budget, I'd highly recommend you do Google ads if you want to get leads from your website. Now, second online lead source to get buyers, sellers for your real estate business is to have Google My Business in place. So Google My Business is the little square at the right on the search result in the search page on Google when you search your name, for example, or your business name. This alone won't generate you lead, but it's really important if you want to get leads online, whether it's through your website or other means, because people will look up your name. That's the first thing people do nowadays. Millennials and younger generations will look up your name and see what are you about, what are you posting, what's your energy like, your vibe, and see if they think that they resonate with you and your philosophy, like how you think, how you act, how you behave, basically as a professional. And if they see that you don't really have enough reviews, positive reviews on Google My Business, it's probably a red flag for a lot of people, so we'll scare them away. So that's why it's really important to ask for reviews when your clients are satisfied, your sellers, your buyers, when they complete the transaction with you successfully. I would ask them, hey, can you please, leave me a good review, or, just a quick review here on my Google My Business and also Facebook page. If you're satisfied, it doesn't have to be pushy at all, just as long as you get some reviews there, so that way it adds credibility and social proof, right? And another thing you could do, if you find that people are not really, not a lot of people that you ask, let's say you ask 100 people, 100 of your clients to leave review, and only 20 of them leave reviews, and that you could get more, and some people would actually, some of your clients would actually give a good one, but they're just too busy or whatever, and they didn't do it. Maybe they said they would, but they didn't. What you can do is a giveaway, within your clientele, and tell them, that to enter the giveaway, they have to leave a review on Google My Business. It doesn't have to be a 5-star review or whatever, but just as long as they leave a review, that way they are entered in the, they have a ticket in your giveaway. That way, you are giving an incentive to actually leave a review. Now, third lead source that you can utilize to get more leads, buyers, sellers as a real estate professional in 2020 is Facebook and Instagram. Obviously, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so that's why I put them together. Now, what you could do to generate leads is paid ads and also posting authentic content by creating your brand. So basically, posting about your day-to-day life, what's going on with your clients. As soon as you get a listing sold, you can take a picture with your clients, them being happy and stuff like that. And also, by running ads. So a lot of real estate agents are successful by running paid ads, generating leads that way, collecting their information, and then using that to call them, book an appointment, and then actually close them. Now, the fourth lead source I want to talk to you about is YouTube. Now, I think it's really underutilized platform in terms of social media, because a lot of people just focus on Facebook and Instagram. Yes, these are great, and I would focus on Facebook and Instagram first, but in the long run, like if we're talking about 5, 10, 15 years from now, I think YouTube will have the most leverage, because as soon as you post a video on there, it stays forever and you keep getting views, you keep getting more and more people watching your videos, and you just have to create that video once. So you might not see results, within 3 months, 6 months, and even a year, 2 years, 3 years, but whatever, in the long run, if you are able to educate people, give value, and tell them about how a real estate transaction works on the buyer side and also on the seller side, most people will stick and they will trust you more, because you actually give value and you're not just trying to sell them and hard sell them like a lot of real estate agents do. So these are the 4 core lead sources that most real estate agents are using successfully to grow their business in 2020. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and then I'll see you in the next video.